Yo, what is going on, you burnt basculin? Today we're playing some games with Orbeetle VMAX. Probably one of my favorite VMAXs to play around with. Not the most competitive, of course, but I was playing around with it the other day on the stream, twitch.tv/AzulGG. I stream every single day except Tuesdays, and then sometimes I don't stream the other days, but I almost stream every single day except Tuesdays. Sometimes stuff comes up, though. You know what I'm saying? So check out the live stream. First link in the description. Give it a click. Give it a follow. Check it out. Today, yeah, playing some Orbeetle VMAX. Like I said, I haven't changed a whole ton of cards since the last time I played around with it. I had it as second tool scrapper, so we have an out against Luke Metal, but Luke Metal hasn't been very popular lately. I'll keep it in there. It's also really good against Urshifu to get rid of those air balloons, so they can't just keep running between Urshifus and hitting you over and over and over again. So fighting against Urshifu is also pretty important. I've lost a couple games against Urshifu where they just, get the air balloons in play early, and I couldn't find my one-of scrapper, and they just keep getting those hits in over and over again. It gets really annoying to keep up with the healing in that one sometimes. So second scrapper is also good for that, or even against like an ADP to get rid of air balloons. So once again, stop the Zacians from retreating and hitting can also be a pretty big deal. So good there as well. So second scrapper is kind of cool. Also good against Pikarom sometimes with the big charms, just removing that, or anything with a big charm, to be honest, really. So that can be cool too. Or even like a tool jammer and it's cool. The tool scrappers are cool, is what I'm trying to say. See, I was playing it the other day, and I forgot how much I loved playing this deck, so I wanted to just play some more games with it, with you guys here today. So we're playing some Orbeetle VMAX. Like I said, nothing really changed. If you don't know how the deck works, you set up your Orbeetles. You got the Snorlax in here for the draw support through the Gourmandize, and the card that made this deck all of a sudden good or better than it was is that Cheryl. Heal all damage from each of your evolution Pokemon if you do discard all energy from those Pokemon that were healed. We send up an Orbeetle, we use our Eerie Beam, maybe we G-Max Wave, and then they hit us, and if they hit us hard enough where Malolana takes care of the damage, we Malolana, but if they hit us a little bit too hard, which a lot of decks do, we Cheryl, heal all that damage, and then they just don't have any damage in play. And then we kind of have to reset up our Beetles to attack. We only play 4 aromatic energy, so we can actually only attack 4 times, or theoretically can only attack 4 times if they remove our energy every time, or pressure us to the point where we need to heal with a Cheryl, but that's more than enough attacks that we need for most games, so I don't really need more than that anyways. And yeah, that's the deck. Let's go ahead, let's get into some games. Make sure you go check out PokemonCard.io. I upload all my deck lists over there from the YouTube channel, so if you're ever looking for one of these lists to quickly import it to PTCGO and you don't want to sit here, pause the video right now, and then, go to your PTCGO, open that up, and go like, all right, 3 Snorlax, 4 Orbeetle V, 4 Orbeetle VMAX, just go over to PokemonCard.io. I upload every list that I put in a video here on the YouTube, so they're all right there for you guys to get some games. All right, here we go, getting into our first one here. We open the Snorlax, don't have a Beetle. So Beetle top deck or Quick Ball for Beetle would be great. That'd be exactly what we want here. Because we'd rather put the capture energy there. And we're up against Eternatus, which, I don't know, it's usually a fine match. This one can be a little bit weird, though, because they can have a really aggressive start where they just start bossing up our Beetles. So it's really important for us to get out double Beetle turn 1. That doesn't look like it's going to happen with this hand, though. So that's not great. It looks like it might be a solo Beetle hand. Which stinks, which does kind of stink. It's just not very good. Malolanas aren't great in this matchup, but they can be good sometimes. What is this? The coughing. So they play the wheezing, which can shut down our abilities, which is super rude. Yeah, that's really rude for our opponents. I think I'm just going to take Guzmhala and discard 2 Malolanas here for the play. Thin out the hand as much as possible for this Gourmandize. I do want to keep around this reset stamp, so I don't want to lose that. I'm going to grab this. And just this. I think I'm just going to grab these 2. I just want to try and draw more off Gourmandize. We really need to find more Beetles. So yeah, just play it like this. Throw the Turf Field out and just draw some cards. I could have Turf Fielded for 1, maybe. I don't hate the idea of doing that. Or there's some Beetles. We really want to get 2 Beetles set up. But to do that now, yeah, like I said, we can kind of be in trouble. They can go VMAX. Like, they could just go VMAX, attach, bench, boss. We could be in big trouble here. Okay, they use a Crushing Hammer on the Snorlax, which, if I'm honest, better on, like, anything else. Here comes the coughing. So the wheezing is on the way, which is super annoying. It shuts down our abilities, so we can't Gourmandize. We can't whatever the VMAX's ability. What is the VMAX's ability again? I can't remember what the... You guys know what I'm talking about. Can't do that. We can't use the VMAX's ability. Let's go get a VMAX though. It's VMAX out here. Eerie Beam, that's what it is. Sheesh. It wasn't, yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. Put this down. Caitlin and Cynthia away the Quick Ball. Grab Malolana back. Our Snorlax is going to go down here, but that's kind of fine. I'm not too worried about that, I don't think. Got this to play around Escape Rope, which is great. bench the beetle, evolve the beetle, and we can capture out another beetle here. Then we can get out that second VMAX on the next turn. Could go for the triple VMAX if our opponent doesn't KO the other one. I might just go ahead and play this and fail it just to get this. Oh, I can't draw off the Gourmandize. I completely don't do what I just did. I literally even talked about the neutralizing gas, taking away our option for the Gourmandize. And I was like, let's Gourmandize for, nope. Yeah, my bad there. It's gonna be really annoying to KO this thing actually, because there's a reset stamp. I really wish I had that tag call back in the deck, because getting Guzma and Hala here, which we actually just drew into, could be a pretty big deal as we draw into it. So the big deal is taken care of when we got it. We can get this aromatic energy here, though, and we can't be poisoned. So this thing will get kind of stuck in my opponent's active here. Ooh, we lose the turf field. No, we have Guzma Hala, though, so it's not that bad. Tool Scrapper happens, but... Oh, they have the Marnie to go with that. That's not that bad for us, right? And then there's the Marnie. So really oppressive turn here from my opponent. They're doing a lot of work. They give us the another Orbeetle VMAX to work with, which is great. But here comes a Crushing Hammer. That's a heads. This is getting kind of worrying here. Our opponent's doing a whole lot of things I don't really like, and I don't know what to do here. They're getting a whole lot done on this turn. We get KO'd by the poison. This is a struggle right now for us. We are in trouble. They did a whole bunch there that was really bad. That's a good top deck, though. Good start for the turn now. Good follow-up, I guess. I don't know. Giving us something to work with here. Getting Malolana back. Okay, we drew some good cards. Okay, this is not... It's still not great, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's not great. Attach the capture over here. If we have another Snorlax in the deck, yeah, we'll thin that out instead. And gosh, pass over to my opponent. Need an aromatic energy to get things cooking here, but we also need cards. So once we deal with this wheezing, like a Guzma Hala or a tag call, like once again, I wasted that tag call. Now here comes that boss. Oh, but they're chasing my Orbeetle VMAX. So this is actually good for us. If they're going to chase anything and try and take a knockout on something, them going after this is just fine. We got 270 left. We can just kind of Malolana back to the bench. The thing is, probably discard the boss and the Snorlax. Removing that damage is pretty relevant, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna keep this around though, just in case they go for the boss play again. Oh, but I could have kept the boss in my hand. That way I could have bossed and then used Snorlax to draw cards. So that's a mistake there on my part there. Should have got rid of the weakness guard energy, and then actually bossed this turn to bring up probably this VMAX that doesn't have any energy on it, and then we could use Gourmandize. But now I'm just kind of in a worse spot. I kind of dug myself a hole here for no reason. So don't do what I just did there, because that's incorrect. All right, go Doll. We need to KO this thing though. That's our goal here. Reset stamp's not going to cut it. But if I'd had this boss here, like I said, would have been pretty good. Would have been pretty good to have boss here. All right, pass over to my opponent. Back over to them. Yeah, we need to get an aromatic energy here to get things cooking. Got to knock out this wheezing, and then I don't even know where we go from there. Is still going to be pretty tough, to be honest. But aromatic energy is a good start to get this wheezing out of our face, because right now it's very much in our face, and it's kind of rude. I'm going to send up this Orbeetle here, hoping for a top deck once again. Tag call, Guzma Hala, aromatic. Cheryl's not quite going to cut it. Sheesh, man. All right, I think I'm going to go with an attach to this one now and just pass over to my opponent. Yeah, should have kept that boss around. Completely underthought that play, and we are getting bodied by a solo wheezing at this point. It is completely destroying us. Just one wheezing really giving it to us. Okay, good top deck though. A little bit back in it. Retreat, aromatic. I'm gonna play a Cheryl. Healing this could be a pretty big deal actually, because otherwise it has that 270 left, which is enough for to get knocked out by this guy. So we got the hit for 100. They can't poison us because of the aromatic. They could hit a Crushing Hammer. They have a couple of those left. But if they go retreat attack, oh, they didn't read aromatic energy. Perfect, exactly what we wanted. Our opponent to mess up. Drew an aromatic. I think I'm gonna hold this one. G-Max wave. We are free. Oh my gosh, we are free. It took us so long, but we're here. Let's get back into this game. Turf field off the prize cards. That's great. Our opponent, of course, could have a boss to take out this beetle this turn, which would be terrible. So we're really hoping they don't have that. Yeah, we're really. Oh my! Another one. No. Another coffee? I don't think I can handle this right now. Okay, this comes down. Doll comes down. Yeah, I can't handle. Stop. No more wheezings, please. I beg you. We're gonna get the Snorlax up there. We're getting somewhere. Still a little bit of ways away from stabilizing. This Gourmandize should get us there. We're gonna get this retreat in. We're gonna get this Cheryl off. No more wheezings though, please. I can't handle the wheezings. We have no energy in play now as well to work with, but we get this Gourmandize cooking. I don't want to put this one down yet. They still have a couple Crushing Hammers, and they can also like boss hit before we get to do something, which would also be bad for us. So probably want to go with it this way. Not a great draw. Need to get those U-turn boards back into play and just kind of up and running. Need to get the U-turn boards up and running. Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. Here comes a Marnie. U-turn boards would be great. We're done with Snorlax for the rest of the game, though. We can't Snorlax anymore. Don't have too much damage set up in play. Yet there's a U-turn board. Here's a Caitlyn and Cynthia. Recover that. Cheryl, need those Cheryls. But the beast is back. This Weezing, so annoying. Just really hard for us to deal with. It's insanely hard for. I can't even believe this Weezing is bodying us right now. It is so ridiculous how much damage and how annoying this Weezing is being. Absolutely destroying us. Need some energy. We got to get through this thing. Hatch. Caitlyn and Cynthia. Get rid of this. Grab myself one of the Cheryls back. I think the Cheryl. We do want a Malolana again at some point as well, but we got another Aromatic. That's gonna be great for next turn. Pass. We can hit him with a Malolana next turn. Heal this. Heal the Snorlax. Actually, we could heal the Snorlax. Get back to the bench. Get back to this. Don't get the Eerie Beam. Get that G-Max Wave in there. And then maybe they can't move this. They play Hiding Energy as well, but that's 3 hidings down. There's a switch down as well. That way we have the Snorlax for later on to recover more cards later. I don't like any of the discard options, so I don't think there's any of these left. I don't love discarding much or any of this. Maybe just let the Snorlax get KO'd is the best way to go about this here. I feel like that's not that good either. Man, rough spot, rough spot. Really want to keep the Caitlyn and Cynthia as well. We prized both our bird keepers. It looks like we did. I don't want to get knocked out going into their turn though. That also sounds terrible. Maybe we just go for the heal, but not. Maybe we should go for the switch no heal. I guess that's going to be the play here. Switch no heal. Thinking about, I wanted to get the healing off to make this thing a little bit more durable for the future, but can't do it. We can't do it. All right, swinging again. Once again, not looking great for us. I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking great. Still in it though. Still in the game. We're running out of healing though. Got a couple Cheryls left. Got the Caitlyn and Cynthia to recover a Cheryl. We don't have much else. Here's a boss on my Beetle. We got the U-turn board for this one though, and they got to be running out of boss eventually here. 2 gone. Not that many gone. A couple gone. We can run away. I have no Malolanas left. Cheryl left. I definitely just want to use this right now. Catch this. Treat. I kind of want to get a Malolana back, I think, to have that option. It's just nice to have the option of it, and this will be the last one we have. So attach here as well. That's a nice setup. And all right, G-Max Wave, another knockout. We're getting closer and closer to being able to get back into this and start spreading. I think we're finally there. We can finally start spreading some damage. It took us a while, but we're here now. How many boss are they down? That's the one thing I'm like kind of like, how much can they? Oh no, another Weezing. All right, what do we do now? I think we're just gonna go spread, retreat, hit, spread, hit. Eerie Beam. I could heal again as well. Actually, I kind of like the heal. Let's heal again as well. Retreat here. Get rid of that. Hatch here. Cheryl, heal those up. Spread hits. We hit pretty hard this time around now. Eerie Beam. Then G-Max Wave for the hit. We don't have any boss anymore. That could be a big deal later on. We are hitting this one a little bit extra hard, though. They put that extra energy there, which might come back to punish them. And actually, maybe this isn't looking so bad. This is pretty hit up. Or I don't know how you say it, but, you know, it's pretty weak. Hit again. I don't know. It's not looking that bad, I guess. As we start to draw some prize cards, we get those bird keepers out of the prize cards, which could be a big deal for us just kind of surviving. There's another Weezing, but we have the Aromatic, so they don't do any damage here. They don't do any. Now, we're not doing a whole ton of damage back, but still better this way than not, I think, for sure. I don't know if I want these in my deck anymore. I'm Tool Scrapper, play one of them, get this back, and just have it in the hand. Then G-Max Wave. I don't want to put the Aromatic energy down yet because they still have a couple Crushing Hammers. I mean, I'm kind of assuming they play 4. I guess they could play 2. So I want to put down like the Capture or the Weakness Guard energy first. Have my opponent kind of chase that. So we can go Malolana here to heal this 40. But we might want to keep this for the switch effect. So we go Cheryl instead. Or we could just let them KO this one, to be honest. I think I might just be like, all right, if you want to KO this so badly, go for it. I think that's the route I'm going to take here. They also don't have a ton of... That was our 3rd boss. They don't have a ton of boss left. So they might not be able to. But yeah, I don't want to put this in play yet. Because if I do put this in play, that means my opponent can just kind of be like, okay, Crushing Hammer that, and then it's going to get them much harder to attack. But actually, we only have Oh no, we're out of captures. This is the last of my energy right here. This is it. I don't have any energy past this. This is not good. This is the last of my energy. We get to attack one more time. I just realized that we are out of energy. We got 4 capture gone. Oh no, we have 2 weakness guard energy left. I'm trolling. I'm wrong. I am incorrect. 2 weakness guard energy left. We might still just hit here though. There's one of them. I do like the hit here now, I think. Eerie Beam. I'm going to Bird Keeper to draw some cards. Stamping low doesn't really stamp them low, so we're not going to stamp. Take a look at what's left in the deck. This U-turn board. Okay, cool. Eerie Beam again. I actually think we KO the Spear Tomb. No. They got this big charm on it. Oh no, they got this big charm on it now. Not going to get too big, I don't think. Treat and swing. Looking okay. We can Cheryl heal this one. Decent amount of damage here. If they don't get a Crushing Hammerheads on this, and they actually just decked out. So they gotta have a way to recover cards here as well. And they don't. I didn't even realize how low they were on their deck. All right, we defeated the Weezings. It was tough. We got through 3 Weezings. We were about to get through an Eternatus, and then our opponent decked out. So sometimes that's how you win games, and that's all you need is just your opponent to kind of overextend there. I don't know what they really, I forget what they really did on their last turn, but that works for me. We'll take the dub. It was a long one. It was an annoying one because of those Weezings, but we got there. All right, back at it. We won the coin flip. I've generally been going second because there's a decent amount of decks that like to go first in the meta. And getting that extra Guzman Hala or even like a draw supporter like a Birdkeeper, Caitlyn, Cynthia to play for the turn to help get those extra beetles out turn 1. Because like turn 2, it's pretty unlikely my opponent will be able to target down a beetle. So going second feels a little bit better, I think, overall. Like this hand here, like if we went first with this and didn't top deck a quick ball or capture energy or anything like that, pretty bad hand, to be honest. So yeah, we're pretty lucky. Not pretty lucky, but this is what we want to be. We want to be going second. And it looks like we're up against you two here. This matchup's pretty tough. And actually a matchup where we usually want to go triple Snorlax because we have to recover from their Marnie Night Watches as best as we can. This can be tough to recover from the Marnie Night Watch, to be honest. So yeah, we're gonna see what we can do here. They also play Chaotic Swell, so we want to get a stadium out early and actually get the what's called into the hand as soon as possible as well. So we're going to be looking to do here, and there's already the Chaotic Swell. Speak of the devil, there's the Swell. So yeah, this is like a triple Snorlax game because of how much we're going to get Marnie Night Watched here, and they're getting aggressive with that Deadly Change. They want to get that energy down 1 Marnie to start, need him to go down, you know, the rest of the Marnie. It would have been cool if they discarded 4 Marnies there. I would have liked that a lot. Didn't. We would have liked that to see that though. Discard like 4 Marnies there. Did not happen. All right, let's get a Beetle off the top. No Beetle. Got a Turf Field, which isn't bad though. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Tag Call, Double Guzz. Yeah, this is like the. Just feels bad. Feels bad to have to go Guzz Mahala to get a capture to attach it to a Snorlax. Actually, attaching an energy to a Snorlax. This U-turn board capture. I might leave this in the deck. No, we should probably take it to the hand here. That's fine. 2 Snorlax in the deck. Like I said, this could be a triple Snorlax game because we got to have that recovery out of the Marnie Night Watches, which aren't going to be coming up quite yet. I could just not Gourmandize, to be honest. Pass. Would definitely prompt my opponent to house for the full effect, probably, and then try and chase my Beetle. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then we force the GX attack. But if I Gourmandize, they might just go boss KO my Beetle. I don't like the idea of. So we're going to play it like a little bit slower here and be like, okay, you have to use your GX attack. We're going to force the GX attack here. That way I don't have something like the Incineroar's GX attack later on. That would be really annoying. Or even just Incineroar attacking us is really annoying because it discards our special energy. This is a pretty tough matchup. They got a lot of tools. We don't have a ton of answers for pretty much any of their tools. Everything that they can kind of have free reign with. The way Orbeetle has its advantage is like, oh, you can't 1-hit KO me. And that's like the plan. That's the game plan as Orbeetle. Like, oh, you can't 1-hit KO me. That's it. That's all I got. That's Orbeetle's game plan. You can't 1-hit KO me. I'm going to heal. And they can't 1-hit KO us, but they have a lot of disruptive stuff. Like I said, the Marnie Night Watch. Incineroar discarding our special energy is really annoying as well. But I'm going to force the GX attack. They'll probably knock us out. I'm not going to lie. They'll probably GX attack us up. And then they'll probably get boss and knock us out. And then we're going to have to recover from there. And that's where it gets really tough. There's the house. Maybe they whiff the boss, right? We can hope that happens. If they do hit the boss, we are done. We're cooked. Pass over to my opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lots of trainer cards. So yeah, we're cooked if my opponent has the boss. If they don't have the boss, we're in a great spot to recover on the next turn and can start doing our thing. Also, the Marnie Nightwatch could happen here. There's an Incineroar for my opponent. Yeah, so that Marnie Nightwatch could also happen here. I didn't grab Nightwatch or Trevnor there. Still no Trevnor grab. So maybe it's Prize, which would be great for us, but we still need to set up Beetles. It's possible they could just go boss, boss, boss here, which is what we have to kind of hope they just don't have. They also need an attacker that can KOs the Beetle, but like I said, right now, Nightwatch, or not Nightwatch, Poltergeist is definitely doing it. My opponent probably knows that, so they're probably just going to go for a Poltergeist here. And nothing we can really do about it. Maybe they don't, though. Maybe they go for just like a 3 energy attack, KO or active. They don't have the boss. So that's what we're hoping for. No boss in this hand, that's for sure. As they discarded all with the Dene. So no boss there. They might not draw into a boss. And I believe they discarded the Crobat. Yeah, the Crobat also got discarded. So not looking too boss. There's boss. It's not looking too boss. There's the boss. So we're done. We're cooked. This Beetle is crisp. We need to find more Beetles, and more so than that, we have to try and lower the trainer card count in our hand, but we can't do that actually right now at all. We can play this quick ball away a trainer, and then we're kind of stuck. We have 4 trainer cards still, so we still are at the mercy of boss getting the knockout. If they ever get Vileplume in the discard pile, they can still do it as well. So we're just once again gonna have to hope they don't have boss pretty much here. We top deck. Second Snorlax isn't a bad top deck. It's not a great top deck. Actually, I maybe didn't want to bench that, to be honest. But maybe at this point it just doesn't matter. All right, throw out the stadium. Thin out VMAX. Quick ball a Caitlyn and Cynthia, I think. Grab a Beetle. Bench a Beetle. Actually, U-turn board to a Beetle. Maybe I should have sent up a doll here, actually. I mean, our hand isn't such a bad... I could Bird Keeper and we could maybe get it lower. Like if we Bird Keeper to like 3 energy, not 3 energy. We can play all 3 of these though. We can go Stamp. Attach, Tool Scrapper. Throw it back. Okay. Beetle's about to come online. This isn't too bad. Got under the Poltergeist level. None of these attacks one-hit KO are Orbeetle V. They could still get the Vileplume in there. I mean, they could stamp us up to 6. That would be bad. Yeah, Vileplume is the main one here. They could get Vileplume in the discard pile. That does 180. That KOs my Beetle, which is very sad. So let's hope that doesn't happen. That's kind of our goal here. Hoping that doesn't happen. We also need to get another Beetle set up, though. We can't win games with just 1 Beetle. You need 2 Beetle. At the very least, we need 2 Beetle. We need to get the Beetle set up. We need to get some more energy in our hand. That's what we really need, is energy. Not only in hand, I guess also in play would be pretty good. Hopefully this stamp kind of works out. There's the Beetle off the turf field. Oh, they actually get to utilize the turf field for themselves. That's kind of funny. And unfortunate for us, maybe I could have rethought. When did I put the turf field in play? I maybe could have avoided that. That way it doesn't give them the Vileplume search. But they have to get it in the discard pile, and they have to have a boss. So a little bit of a lot of bit that they need. So they aren't quite able to put all that together. They're not going to be able to get the knockout here. And they do need... you know, they do need the boss. I guess they could also get Eldegoss here for boss. I mean, if they go Goss for boss here and then don't KO it, I'd be fine with that. Maybe they try and call my bluff. Nope, but it's gonna be a Guzzleman Hollow, so Swell, I'm sure, is on the way. They usually play 2 of those. I'm sure Swell's on the way. And then we have to really consider if we want to even use a Gourmandize this turn. We'll use Caitlyn and Cynthia for sure, I think. We have to find something to work with. What else did they discard there? I'm actually curious. Vileplume, was it a Marnie? It must have been that Marnie then. Okay. Gonna get themselves an energy. Gonna get themselves the Swell again, I'm sure. And I'm sure they have some kind of draw supporter in hand. They could still have a boss in their hand as well. Just because they didn't play it that turn doesn't mean they don't have it. 4 prize cards left. They don't have the Nightwatch in the discard pile, which is good for us. But yeah, goodbye Turffield. Kind of stinks. But no Nightwatch, which is pretty big to not get Nightwatched here. And I guess they could avoid KOing Doll and just kind of... They could ping my Beetle with linear attack, I guess. That could be a play. Second Mewtwo's getting set up now. They have a lot of horror energy on them, which means that's going to be a lot of damage I take once I hit into them. So that's like another unfortunate thing, is we take damage when we do that as well. When we just like hit them, we also take damage. So we only want to hit them when we're like knocking them out. And all right, yeah, the linear attack, like I said, they might go with that linear attack. Super annoying, but it's all right. I want to get another Beetle down. Caitlyn and Cynthia away. Cheryl, draw 3, I guess. Wouldn't be terrible. Grabbing back the Probably the Guzman Hollow, actually. I'm not too concerned with having a Birdkeeper around, and hopefully we can play some of this stuff. Be 200 from that, so we can... I don't want to attach it really, though, because I plan to Cheryl, so... I think we just go ahead and pass. I could get off a... If they're that adamant about pinging my Beetle... That adamant about pinging my Beetle, I could go this doll under spread, assuming they're not going to KO my doll next turn. I think that's fine. Eerie Beam. Oh yeah, we don't hit the active because of the hood, so we need to find Scrapper for that as well. If they're that adamant about doing that, then we can do that. So we need to find Scrapper for that. So we got second Scrapper still in the deck. I discarded the first Scrapper. I probably shouldn't have done that. I forgot about Stealthy Hoods in this deck, to be honest. Completely forgot about them. I'll have to like come up with a solution for that as well. But yeah, if my opponent's that adamant about not going after it like that, then I guess we can kind of play it slow, match them. We do need to get, once again, some more of these trainers out of the hand. We need to get another Beetle set up, but we're in the threat of our Beetle just getting knocked out. Actually, if we Tool Scrapper this, then we ping it for 10, and if we get the benched, we get the Beetle on the bench. Vileplume is only doing 170 then, so that would be our way in there, I think, to get that set up. That's going to be the goal here. Bench a Beetle while we Tool Scrapper it. That's kind of a lot to ask for. It's not that much, but we're a ways away, I think, from getting there. Is the main thing. Ways away from getting there. My opponent might rethink. Nope, linear attack on my dude again. And now I have to Cheryl it because otherwise it gets KO'd by... Otherwise it gets knocked out. So I got to Cheryl it here. Go ahead and Cheryl it. Then just pass. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise we get KO'd by the Calamitous Slash. We don't want to get KO'd by Calamitous Slash. That'd be really bad. So we're going to avoid that. Heal it. Chill. Go over to my opponent. And actually curious, how many Marnie are they down? Can we ever enter? They have one Marnie left. They also have Eldegoss, though. And they could also theoretically loop Eldegoss by attacking with it. So probably not going to happen. All right, let's draw some cards. They can't do that this turn. We have very few trainer cards actually in the hand now. Got access to a Beetle. One way that. Grab the Beetle. Do I wait for the Tool Scrapper? It is in the deck, but I have no draw power going on in the hand. So I think I should just bench the Beetle. Kind of hope for the best. I could punch it for 20, but then I take 40 from the Horror Energy. So I think we just have to bench it and hope that it works out. I don't really see much better of a play. Done. Attach to the Beetle and hope if it survives. Attach here, but then they could just snipe this for 40, and then that's really bad. I think I just pass again. Then we're just passing again. It's not great. Like I said, it's not great. We're not in a great spot. It's not the worst thing ever. They're not night watching us, so that's good. But yeah, if they have boss, they just KO this Beetle, and then we're back in basically the same spot. And they also probably have two boss left, which means they could go boss Snorlax, Eldegoss, boss Snorlax, and then we just kind of lose. Like, they can lose by KOing those. So we really need this Beetle to survive. Would have been huge if they didn't have the access to the Stealthy Hood on that turn they did. Or if we had a Scrapper to get rid of it, do that 10 damage. Like I said, boss this Beetle. Can they KO this? Am I missing something here? If not, this works out really well in our favor, actually, for them to boss this Beetle instead. Going with the Poltergeist, just trying to call my bluff. Not going to work out. This is exactly what we needed. This gives us a huge opening all of a sudden now. So this is huge. Huge. Eerie Beam. Now we're going to look to start to make a play here. Use a Cheryl. Heal this Beetle. Attach the Weakness Guard energy to this Beetle. And then we're going to go ahead and pass over to my opponent. We're gonna try and get a hit in on this Mewtwo on the following turn. Well, we can't really do that actually, because they could do 40 with linear attack. We need like a Mallow and Lana. That's what we need, is a Mallow and Lana, because they can do 40 with linear attack, and then if we hit them, we take 40 from the Horror Energy, and then this one can KO Calamitous Slash. And that's scary. But just a Crushing Punch on the active, that leaves it open for us to actually make the play that I want to make. Okay, so we're still kind of cruising here. Tool Scrapper as well, so that's great. Man, that's a good top deck. Definitely want another Cheryl. Grab Cheryl. 3. Throw down a doll. That's here. Tool Scrap. These two, get that back. Throw it down. Eerie Beam, and then we're gonna come up, we're gonna punch. And we're swinging now. This is right where we want to be. Almost forgot the Eerie Beam. Gotta be careful of Outrage. No, don't have to be too careful, I don't think. We're gonna take 40. We'll have 270. Oh, no. They're too short, I believe. They're 2 damage short. Yeah, they're 2 damage short. We almost had it. We're almost in a bad spot there. I almost... yeah, they're almost there, but not quite. A lot of horror energy to still deal with, and here's a switch into the other Mewtwo. I don't really mind this too much, though. And I think I probably will go with a Cheryl on the next turn. Comes to research, but they're getting close to decking out, actually, at this point. Still have that 1 Marnie left, plus the Eldegoss, so they can still make plays around that. They're going to probably hit us here with that Calamitous Slash. We still have plenty of Snorlaxes to run into if they get the Marnie Trevnor play. They could still have Trevnor in the deck and maybe just didn't think it was that good of a attacker in this matchup. Oh, they're going with the Crushing Punch. That makes more sense. I could heal the Crushing Punch damage, take 41 out of 80 on me. That's not a good look. So probably don't want to do that. I think we're just going to go with the Cheryl attached to the bench. So we're just going to go Fury Beam, spread it out, spread it up. Cheryl. Attach here. Don't grab the Beetle. Definitely don't want to grab the Beetle. Retreat to the Doll. And pass. And next turn we're going to swing if they don't stop us. And I think we're going to be able to make the comeback in this one. Yeah. I think we're going to be able to do it. It took us a long time, but that's what Beetle's all about. Biding our time, healing our Beetles, trying to Eerie Beam. Sometimes they have Stealthy Hood, so we need to find the Tool Scrapper first. But when we get that going, get that cooking. Another two less more cards in my opponent's deck with this Quick Ball play as well. So now if they play a Marnie, they only have 4 cards left in deck, and they might play some more stuff out as well. So this is looking really good. This is looking really, really good, actually, for us. And if they boss us, we just Cheryl again, and then I might go into a Snorlax, to be honest, to draw some cards, because I think we're... Check. We have 1 Cheryl left, and we want access to that Cheryl. So we would do that as well. Really all comes down to what my opponent does this turn. But we have answers to no matter what they do. If they linear attack this, the only thing that would like put us in a weird spot is if they boss hit us. If they boss hit us, then it's kind of weird. Then we have to basically go Cheryl, spread, retreat, attach. That's not terrible. And then we'd probably actually go into a Gourmandize there. It's not terrible. Make things a little bit more awkward though than what we'd want. So it does make things a little bit more awkward for sure. Another -1 more card in my opponent's deck. So now if they play the Marnie, they only have 3 cards left in their deck. Like I said, they could still probably loop Eldegoss. They only have 6 energy in play and 1 in the discard pile. So they could loop Eldegoss, but I think we'd be able to set up a win con by the time Eldegoss would actually loop. Okay, so this is it. We're going to get this knockout on the active. They don't have a response to this one. Could Outrage KO us. If we take 40, we go down to 270. Outrage would KO us. So how could I play around that? I could just give it to him. But I could also just not knock out and then get the knockout on the next turn. We'll go Eerie Beam once. Then this would be up Outrage to 2... Oh, it would be 270 if they Outrage with this one now. I'm going to take 40, go down to 270. Outrage is doing 260. So I think I just want to hit, but not Eerie Beam. But if I hit them, I'm hitting them for 200, which does 280, which means I should have just Eerie Beamed anyways. Huh. Well, this is just bad plays on my part then. So we should just Eerie Beam twice. Okay. So I did this really poorly. I should have Eerie Beamed twice and then maybe passed. Okay, I did this really poorly. I did this really, really poorly. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get out of here. Run to this. I did this really, really poorly. Yeah. So we just want to Eerie Beam a lot and then eventually attack. Yeah, I did that. That was... Don't do it like that. I had to like stop for a second. I was like, this doesn't look as good. We can just sit here and Eerie Beam a lot and we will eventually win, which is what I should be going for and I wasn't going for. And now I'm realizing is what we needed to go for. I stopped and I was like, wait a second, if I attack this, then the Outrage does KO us, which is what we were afraid of happening. And now it was happening. So don't let that happen to you. Now you guys know what to play around, I guess. Don't let them Outrage KO you. Let them do it. The question is, what do they go for? Do they go for the Crushing Punch? They go for the Crushing Punch. So now we can just go like spread Malon to this one, spread, attach another energy here, I think. So we can just go Beam, Mallow Lana, Mallow and Lana. Get rid of this and probably just this. It's fine. Here. And we're gonna go ahead and Eerie Beam. And we're gonna attach an energy here, not grab a Beetle, and pass over to our opponent, who once again only has 3 cards left in the deck. There's that Eldegoss I was talking about. So the other boss, they probably got like a boss prize then, to be honest, or unfortunate enough to have like the last 2 as like the last 2 cards in the deck. But now we're set up for the win. Eerie Beam KOs. Knock out this as well with a G-Max Wave, and that's game. That's it. We've got it pretty much locked up at this point. I almost played into my... Ooh, Big Charm. Okay. So we're going to have to do a little bit more Eerie Beaming, I guess, then. But once again, they only have 2 cards left in deck, so we could just kind of chill as well. I don't have to be too aggressive. Eerie Beam. How much could Outrage actually do then? They're doing 300 now with Outrage. If I do it again, they do 310. I feel like we're just going to let them deck out. I feel like we should just let them deck out. So I'm just going to go ahead and treat and pass. I don't want to give them the Outrage knockout. It could just lead to us losing the game. They have 1 card left in their deck, so I don't think they can win this game. Yeah, I don't think they can win. If they want to prove me wrong, I'm down for it. I'm always down to be proven wrong. But they have 1 Marnie, I think, left, if they even play 4 Marnie, and it could be prized. Calamitous Slash, so they have to play Marnie on this turn. Like I said, not gonna Eerie Beam. Although, no, we don't. We're at Tool Scrapper. Okay, not gonna Eerie Beam here. Just gonna chill. Put the doll down. Retreat to the doll, I guess. Pass. They deck out. Okay, so if they play Marnie this turn, last Marnie, they play it, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 cards left in the deck if they play their last Marnie this turn. So still looking like a deck out for my opponent. There's the Marnie. We're not really afraid of it. Our opponent still decks out first. They have 2 turns to play the game. They have 1 boss left. And even if they set up, I guess they could set up Eldegoss would be the only thing that they could do at this point. They could set up Eldegoss. But it's just a Crushing Punch. Once again, I want to check their 2 boss gone. Okay, send this up. 3 prize cards. Yeah, just play for the deck out, I think, still. Pass over to my opponent. 1 card left in deck. 6 card hand. No Marnie left. Could attach to Eldegoss this turn. And then next turn, then Eldegoss the Eldegoss back into the deck. No, but there's just a Calamitous Slash, so I think we can just send up Snorlax and pass and then win the game. Unless they play 5 Marnie, which would be ridiculous because it'd be cheating. And the other route I could have taken to win this game, there actually was one more route I could have taken, would have been to set up a Beetle, and then we actually could have gone boss, knock out this one, and then we would have knocked out this one on the next turn if it attacked into us. So I could have set up that line, but I'm always down for a good old deck out, good old-fashioned deck out. So I would rather go for the deck out, and it looks like it's going to stick here. I don't think they have an out. The healing pulled us through. We got the healing going. We're able to keep our Orbeetles in play. Our opponent definitely made a mistake when they didn't chase my Orbeetle V while I was on the bench. Instead, they chased my VMAX. They're like, you know what? Poltergeist is doing it here. But we're not letting Poltergeist do anything here. We made sure of that. Didn't let them have that play. And yeah, that's it. We're going to close this one out with a dub over the Mewtwo deck. I got very close. I almost misplayed into my opponent's Outrage here, and they did have access to it, right? Yeah, it was doing 300 damage right now. If I had spread 1 more time, it would have been doing 310. That could have KO'd a Beetle, and then they would need us like a boss on a Snorlax to take the last knockout. Didn't give them the chance. Oh, I almost forgot about. They had a reset stamp. They're stamping us up to 6. If I had played too many cards there, they could have actually stamped us out of the game. So good thing I didn't play anything. I forgot about the stamp play. They're going for a big Poltergeist. They get 150, and yeah, that's a dub on the deck out. Love to see it. We get another dub here with the Orbeetle VMAX. It's so fun. The Orbeetle is so fun. If you haven't been playing with it, what are you doing? Check it out. See you guys tomorrow.